Hello everyone, and welcome to the week 17 update for the Merchants of Me. Today is March 12th. We are almost at the finish line. This week we had 9 commits from one contributor, which brings our lifetime commits to 212, and our lifetime contributors to 9 plus 4 playtesters, and we just finished week 17 of 18, so only one left. This week I went in and updated quite a few bug fixes that we got from the playtest. We got quite a bit of good feedback out of that. So that includes like limiting the camera movement, shrinking collision sizes to help with click ranges, and removing some input blockers. And then we also surfaced the how to play better to the player. So let's pop on over to the game and see where we are at. So on the title screen, we added a how to play section, which sort of walks through the objective and what all you're doing, along with pictures and arrows to sort of help explain that, as well as a city menu of like buying and selling to the city and adding and subtracting to your inventory. So if we press new game, we can see this new message in the middle talking about why you're playing, what your objectives are, and then after 5 seconds, they will float to the different aspects of the UI, so that way you know where to look to get that information. And then we also did a little bit of tweaking to the UI, especially down here at the bottom, where we grouped the objectives together and we grouped the inventory and the player together. We also moved the player closer to the castle to sort of demonstrate that that's where you're starting from. So we can still click and we can still move, we can still have the 2 different inventory systems, and this was probably not the greatest example since I picked up the same thing. There we go. So now you can see if we have our inventory for that one person, and then we can click over here and it changes our inventory and it updates our player character. So I believe those are the key major differences for the game. Oh, we also went through and added some text above the name of the different cities, so that way if you get a card that says X city had X thing happen to it, then you know which city it happened to. So that is our current state of the game, with 1 week left to go. So popping on over to our Trello board here, the only key items that we have left here are bug fixes. So if anybody wants to come in and take a shot at a couple of minor tweaks to the game, we can do that. We also want to do a little bit more polish to the UI, as well as making sure that the materials are unlit. We'll get our credits in. We'll do a couple playthroughs to make sure nothing's left over in our playtests, and then we will upload the final build to itch, and then that will be the game. So there's still a little bit of time to get involved if anybody wants to jump in and work in the engine or work on a turn-based strategy game. So thanks everybody, and we'll see you next week.